Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about the NFL and it being in the 100 years old. And we answered some questions to go along with our story. Today, we're going to fill in the blanks or complete our sentences. But I'm not going to read you the whole thing all over again. I'm just going to read some of the highlights for you or some of the sentences that'll be important to help you answer the questions. Okay? So we talked about the NFL is 100 years old. The NFL is 100 years old in 2020. Okay, so it's the NFL that's 100 years old. Ralph Canton helped start the NFL. He was the owner of a professional football team, okay? Ralph knew owners of other football teams. The NFL was actually started at a meeting. It was started at a meeting. And the word centennial, that's kind of a little hard to pronounce. Centennial means 100th anniversary. 100 years of NFL football. And maybe after looking at some of the games on Sunday, you were probably rooting and cheering for your favorite team. I am a Patriots fan, so go Pats. I know some of you out there are Cowboy fans, Dolphin fans, Tampa Bay now, because that's where Brady went. We all have our favorite teams. Let's see if we can answer the questions today. Maybe not. They're all stuck. Okay. The blank is 100 years old in 2020. Think about that. I read that to you. The blank is 100 years old. Is it the NFL is 100 years old? Or the fan is 100 years old? Which one is 100 years old? The fan, who's a person who cheers on the team, or the league itself, the NFL? You're right. The NFL is 100 years old in 2020. So we're going to complete this sentence. The NFL is 100 years old in 2020. Ralph knew owners of other blank teams. He knew owners of other blank teams. Of other anniversary teams, or of other football teams? What do you think he knew owners of? So you would maybe own an anniversary team, or would you own a football team? Football. Right. One of the students just said football. Actually, that was Miss Ellie cheating. But you're right. Ralph knew owners of other football teams. So let's complete that sentence. Ralph knew owners of other football teams. The NFL was started at the what? Where was the NFL started? Was it started at the zoo? Was it started at a carnival? Was it started at a meeting? Was it started at, this is a little picture, but was it started at the park? Where was the NFL started? You're right, it was started at a meeting. Good job, Miss Ellie. It was started at a meeting. The NFL was started at the meeting. So we've completed that sentence. The NFL was started at the meeting. The word centennial, we talked about, that's a little difficult word. The word centennial means 100 what? Does it mean 100th anniversary? Or does it mean 100th Kentucky Derby?
Anniversary.
Oh, Miss Ellie, you're giving all the answers away. You're right. The word centennial means 100th anniversary. And that's how old Miss Ellie is.
That's right, boys and girls.
Miss Ellie's been here 100 years. She's celebrating her 100th anniversary.
It feels like it.
Only kidding. So the word centennial means 100th anniversary. The last question is asking you something. Are you a football fan? Are you an NFL fan? Or are you an NFL fan, or are you just a fan of an NFL grocery store? So are you an NFL fan, a football fan? Or are you an NFL fan of just a person who likes going to the grocery store on football store? Miss Ellie, you could be a fan of a grocery store, absolutely. You're not going to be you might be an NFL grocery store, but I don't think they have any of those around. You would buy a lot of food, though, for the NFL, for a football game.
Tailgate party.
But at a grocery store, you could buy a lot of pickies. You could buy wings and chips and popcorn and pizza and things you might eat. But are you an NFL fan or an NFL grocery store person?
NFL fan.
Yay, Miss Ellie.
Goes to the grocery store.
Right, tailgate parties. So you are an NFL fan, someone who watches the games or who might attend a game, who can also listen to the game on the radio if you're out in your car, or read about what happened at the game in the newspaper or on your phone. So we've completed 5 sentences. The NFL is 100 years old. Ralph knew owners of other football teams. The NFL was started in a meeting. The word centennial means 100th anniversary. And are you a football fan? Okay, my friends, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time, and we will be doing a lesson in math. Have a great day.